This right here is the brand new Dango MC02 money clip. Let's check it out. So literally the first thing I noticed about the new Dango MC02 when I first got it in my hands was just how light this thing was. It's very lightweight, and that has a lot to do with the CNC 6061 aluminum body, but we'll get to the materials and all that in a little bit. But first, let's measure it and weigh it. All right, the length is 3.45 inches, and in millimeters, that's 87.7 millimeters. Now let's check out the width. The width is going to be 1.36 inches, and in millimeters, that is 34.7 millimeters. And now let's measure the thickest point, which is going to be right there at the thickest part of the titanium money clip. That is 0.58 inches, and in millimeters, that is 14.7 millimeters. Now let's weigh it really quick. Plop it on there. Comes in at 1.1 ounces, and in grams, 32 grams. So the Dango MC02 is basically a minimalist money clip that's technically a multi-tool. And I use the term multi-tool in the loosest way because not only is it a money clip, but it also has a chisel down here at the end. I'm gonna take off that leather sleeve right there. It has a stainless steel chisel on the bottom right here that can also be used as a pry bar. And then right here in the titanium money clip, you also have a bottle opener. And if you guys are watching me for the first time in this video, you probably don't know that I cringe a little bit every time I see a bottle opener on a multi-tool. Companies throw bottle openers on literally everything just so they can call it a multi-tool. But on the MC02 here, you can see it's sort of an afterthought because I don't really even think about the bottle opener being here because it's right here on the end of that titanium pocket clip. So it sort of looks like it should be there anyways. So the bottle opener here doesn't bug me as much. It doesn't make it super ugly. There's no big gashes or anything like that. I'll show you guys this EDC pry bar here, for example. This is a prime example, that super ugly bottle opener, just a big cutout right there where there should just be a straight line. There's no reason to have a bottle opener right there. I think it looks ugly, but for something like the MC02, can't even tell it's there. It just looks like it's part of the design. So I do like that. And this little hole right above that bottle opener is your attachment point for a lanyard. And the MC02 comes in two different colors. This is the jet black version right here, and I have the other color right here. This is the satin silver version. So now let's talk about the materials here. So the money clip is made out of titanium, and you can see the Dango logo with the titanium symbol right under that. The body itself is CNC'd out of 6061 aluminum, and that has a lot to do with it being so lightweight, only 1.1 ounces. Like I said, this is very lightweight. And then the chisel tip right here is made out of a carbon reinforced stainless steel. And then the leather sleeve that it comes with is made out of a top grain leather and machine stitched. And they also put the Dango logo stamped right there on that top grain leather sleeve. So the MC02 is pretty self-explanatory. It's a minimalist money clip that's technically a multi-tool because of the chisel and the bottle opener. And while I have this out, I just want to compare the MC02 to the MC01 money clip right here. I reviewed the MC01 a while back. If you guys missed that review, I'll put it down below in my description box, but you can see just how much smaller the MC02 is compared to the 01. Both basically made of the same materials, a titanium money clip, a 6061 aluminum body. No chisel tip though on the 01, but it does have this silicone band if you want to hold more cards or cash. But like I said, I'll put that review down below if you guys missed that. Now I'll give you a close-up of the MC02 right here. One thing I wanted to point out was this money clip. Look how much space Dango allows right here just by this really aggressive wide rounded end right here on the money clip. That's done because the MC02 can hold up to 40 bills or 10 cards or any combination of both. Now that is a ton of bills that can be held in the MC02. And yes, I did test that. I will demonstrate that in just a little bit. And also Dango has a pretty aggressive oval cutout on both sides. You can basically just see right through the money clip. Now, not only does that help with the reduced weight only being 1.1 ounces, but if you rock this without this leather sleeve, that can actually be used as an oversized thumb cutout. All you have to do is just slide it up with your thumb. You don't have to take out the whole stack of cards to get to that one card. When I was carrying this, sort of prefer it with the leather sleeve on it, just like this. With the leather sleeve on it, it just feels really comfortable in your pockets and when you're holding it in your hands. Plus, the leather sleeve protects the bottom card from rubbing up against that aluminum body right here on the bottom. And another thing I like about the MC02 is if you don't want to carry this as a money clip, you can just use the titanium money clip right here as a pocket clip and just rock this as an everyday carry chisel or pry bar. And it works very well as that. You can see that chisel tip does come to a point. It's sharp, but it's not sharp, meaning it's not gonna cut your fingers, but you can see that point right there. It does come to a sharp point. So if you wanna use the chisel tip to scrape, to use as a box opener, you could definitely handle that. But that just shows you how versatile the MC02 is, because not only is it a very functional money clip, but a very, very functional chisel and EDC pry bar as well. But let's start stuffing some cards and cash in here. I'm gonna start with 10 credit cards. And I'm just gonna stuff them all in at once. And you can see 10 cards, it fills out that money clip really nicely. And one thing I noticed when I was carrying this was the fit and finish of the MC02, because if I put in just a single credit card right here, you can see that chisel, the point is almost exactly the same length as a credit card. But if you prefer to use cash on a daily basis, the MC02 is a beast when it comes to carrying cash. This is 40 American dollar bills folded in half. And let me just lift up on that money clip right there and stuff all those bills in there. And you can see it can completely handle 40 American dollar bills folded in half. So 40 bills folded in half, up to 10 credit cards, or a combination of both. And let me try one bill for those of you guys out there wondering if it can hold one bill, which I already know it can because there's some pretty good tension on this titanium money clip. So let's see how it can handle just one bill. Actually, let me put it in there like this and see if it can hold its weight. Yeah, it can hold its weight. So you can see it can handle one bill. And now the way I prefer carrying the MC02 is with this top grain leather sleeve right there. And you can see what I'm talking about. First off, I think it looks a lot classier with this leather sleeve wrapping that aluminum. Plus, I just like how it feels holding it in my hands with that leather sleeve on there versus the aluminum. Once again, that's just my preference, but let me put these cards back in there. And what I was talking about earlier is that bottom card is protected from rubbing up against that aluminum body down there. So that's another advantage to having the leather sleeve on. Plus, it'll protect the aluminum body from scratches. So I'm on Dango's website right now. It looks like they are asking 79 bucks for the MC02, basically the same price as the MC01 here. So which one is more your style, the wider, bigger MC01 or the smaller, more minimalistic MC02 with the leather sleeve? Leather sleeve and the stainless steel chisel right there. For me personally, I'm not exactly sure which one I would lean towards. Possibly the MC02 here, just because it's more minimalistic, plus it gives you the chisel. I can see that sharp chisel coming in handy when I need it. Plus, I just like this top grain leather sleeve. I don't know. All right, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. What do you think of the new Dango MC02 titanium money clip? Now, if you guys want to check this out for yourself, I will have links down below in my description box. But if you did enjoy this video, please give me that thumbs up. Please subscribe. And go!